You got the touch. You got the power.
Arise, Rodimus Prime.
Optimus. Rodimus Bill here, and today we're going to do Transformers Generations Terrorcon Sinnertwin from the Power of the Primes toy line. First, look at the package. There is Sinnertwin. He is a deluxe class, two-headed monster. And there's some cool artwork of him in monster mode. And it says Transformers Generations. On this side, we have the 12 Primes. And on this side, it is Abominus. And on the back, we have Sinnertwin. And if you want to pause that and read that, go right ahead. He is Robot to Two-Headed Monster in 13 steps. He's got some blue Prime armor. This is Wave 3, so the Prime Masters that go with this are Solus Prime, Quintus Prime, and Megatronus. And that is Power of the Prime Sinnertwin. And with this, we have our final Terrorcon. Now let's take him out of the package. And here is Sinnertwin out of the packaging. But first, we're going to take a look at his card. And it says Sinnertwin, Power of the Primes, Transformers Generations, with that same artwork from him in Beast Mode. And you turn around, and it's Alpha Trion Sinnertwin. Uses one head to store knowledge and the other to wield it. Now remember, these cards are random. Not many reviewers will tell you. You might get a Micronus Sinnertwin, you might get something else, but they are all randomly generated. I have Alpha Trion, which works out good because I have the Alpha Trion Prime Master. Next, we're going to look at the Prime armor, and it's all molded in the same blue as he is, and it's got a yellow peg joint, and the color is the same as the blue molded. And this is when you want to take the Prime armor, or the Prime Master, and put it, there you go. And you put it inside, and now he is Alpha Trion Sinnertwin and has the power of Alpha Trion. And the cover you can also use as a gun, and we'll put this in this hand for now. We'll put his gun in the other hand, and this, what you want to do is fold this down, and there's a hole right there in his chest, and that is how he does the armor. So that is the Prime Master gimmick, as I like to call it, with Sinnertwin wielding the Alpha Trion Prime. Now, back to Sinnertwin. Sinnertwin is not a heavy remold, but is a remold of, believe it or not, Dinobot Snarl. Now, they don't look the same, but if you look at the back, the legs are the same. How he's the only Dinobot that opens up his legs like that. And Sinnertwin is the same. On Snarl, you pull these back and hide his head. And on Sinnertwin, lo and behold, you pull that back and hide his head. And with the arms rotating, we'll get to more in later. So these two are, and the chest is the same. These two are the same mold with a few alterations, but they look completely different. So that is the Sinnertwin remold of Snarl. Let's see. Let's just put his Prime armor back together. And we'll do some comparisons now. Now that we've got Sinnertwin. Whoops. We just got his mate, Cutthroat. There's Sinnertwin. There's Cutthroat. We've got Blot. We've got a Ripper Snapper. And now we have Hungar Voyager. And now we have, as they say, the whole gang back together again. That is the Terrorcons who form Abominus. Blot, Sinnertwin, Cutthroat, Ripper Snapper, and Hungar. And that is how they all compare. And if you want to compare Sinnertwin, here he is again with the Snarl remold. And then we'll just put him with a few of the Dinobots as they're all the same size. And then we will bring in a leader class Rodimus Prime. So that is how big he is. He's a normal deluxe size figure. We'll bring in Prime Master Alpha Trion, or Landmine Decoy Armor, and there is Alpha Trion Prime Master. Now for articulation, we have his shoulders do fold down, but that's part of transformation, and his arms do make a full 360. Elbow is 90 degrees. He does have a thigh swivel. His hands do go in for transformation purposes, and he does go out a good 90 degrees. His head, 360 rotation on a ball joint, and his head barely moves up and down. Other arm, same thing as the first. Elbow. Leg, he's got 90 degrees front. Almost, well, let's move the head back. Can he do 90 degrees in the back? Almost 90 degrees in the back. Out, pretty good 90. Knee, not quite 90. And there's nothing at the feet. And because he is a combiner, he does have a waist swivel, 360 degrees. And unlike some of the Dinobots and like Blackwing or Dreadwind, they have a cover we can pull down. You can't pull down that cover. So, and we'll take a quick look at him. He's got yellow eyes. He's got a blue face, silver head. He's a very nice head sculpt. He's got some purple. He's got some red. He's got a Decepticon symbol. He's blue. He's got yellow, red, silver. There's the beast legs. Notice the detail they did. They got some pretty good detail on it. The back, there's the two tails. The other two heads are hollow. Not much you can do about it. But the detailing they did. Here's some silver piping down his arm. There's the other claw. So he doesn't. Backpack. He's only got the two heads for a backpack. Not that bad. So I like him. They did a good job on the coloring him. And now that we have Sinnertwin, let's get down to transformation, shall we? Transformation, first we're going to take off his weapon. And first step I always like to do with these guys is fold in the hands. Fold in the hands. This piece will just rotate around and snap in. Other arm, rotate around, snap in. There, now, pull this out. His head will sneak back there. Close this up. And the shoulders, what you want to do next is rotate these up. And then just pull the foot down. Rotate this up. And then the heads, you got tabs and slots there. So snap that in, snap that in. And now you're halfway done. Now for the feet, get a little tricky. Okay, now like he has snarl, so you want to pull up the tail and pull this out. Okay. Okay, now once you got that, now there is a clearance issue because these tabs like to get in the way of these. So what you want to do is fold, say there's where the problem is, right here. So I like to move the foot out of the way so you can bend it down. You fold that in there. Okay, next one, we'll fold this up. You just got to get this little clearance. Right there is a clearance issue. There. And now once these are done, you could click them together. And now you can turn around the back. And these you want to fold down. You want to fold this one down first. No. This one gets folded down first. Here is that peg like Snarl does where you use for the arm. Fold that in. And they will peg in. So that pegs in nice securely. The two tails you can flip out. And these you can just pull down. They're one piece, they're solid, so they don't really move, but they do rotate. And basically, let's move the camera. And then you just straighten the legs out, you pose them, and there is Sinnertwin in his two-headed dog mode. Now, we'll take a look at those faces. He's got the top upper jaws are painted, and the bottom aren't. And you can open up the jaws. Here's that little place, put your fingernail and pop open the jaws. So you got silver on the top, yellow on the bottom. He's got the purple horns, the red eyes, and there's really not much movement. And you can move this up. As long as you don't go past this, it won't look that bad. And then these have 360-degree movement. They go a little side to side, up and down. Same with the other one. These feet, they do move at the knee, and this moves a transformation, but this does a 360-degree turn. Bend at the knee. These don't move, they're on a ratchet, you can hear them click, and they just move 360 degrees. Like I said, what you gotta do is you just gotta pose this guy. Tails go down, he's got two tails, and these snap in. And that is Sinnertwin. And, oops, if you wanted him to hold his prime armor, what you do is fold this down, and there's a hole right there. And you could just, he does this better than most of the, he does hold his armor better than most of the Terrorcons. What's wrong? Oh yeah, this shoulder blades. There. And he does have a Decepticon symbol right there. Let's see, he's got teal again, he's got the red, he's got the gray. He's got nice, I like how they paid attention, like the little silver paint right there. He's got little spikes there. They did do good detail, and they like to use, they probably said, how many different colors could we put on this guy? And that's what they did. But I do like Sinnertwin. I don't know why they have two-headed monsters on the same team. I don't know why, but, and the gun, you can put them in the leg like that, or you can stick it in the power armor like that. And that is Sinnertwin. Now, we're gonna put Sinnertwin with his other Terrorcons. We'll bring in Ripper Snapper. We'll bring in Blot. And if you want, you could watch all reviews on all of these, because by the time you see this one, we'll have all of them posted online. This is our last Terrorcon. We'll move these guys over, and we'll bring in the big bad Hungar. Like I said, two-headed creatures in one team, but now let's get a group shot. And there is the Terrorcons completed. We've got Cutthroat, Ripper Snapper, Hungar, Sinnertwin, and Blot. And we'll just take these guys down now. Now remember, I did tell you he was a remold of Snarl. And this is how these guys look together. I know they look completely different, but you saw the very similar in how their legs are done, how they hide their heads. Very similar. And we'll do a couple Dinobots. We'll do Sludge and Sinnertwin. We'll do Slug and Sinnertwin. And we will do Swoop with Sinnertwin. So there is how all the beasts are shaping up. Now, for leg mode, We're going to go from robot to beast to leg, since leg mode is mostly in beast mode, and then to arm mode, and then we're going to wind up back in robot mode. For leg mode, what you want to do is fold these up like that, the two tails. And that, I guess you really don't mean anywhere. Okay, the head, you want to pull these down. And I guess if you want, you could rotate these. Pull out the combiner peg. And what you do with these is, whoops. Sorry, those have a habit of falling off. And what you want to do with these is you have a tab right there, and you have this little groove right there. So you just want to line these up like so. There you go. See how that fits right in? And we'll do the other side. That fit right in there. Peg up, and we'll get Abominus's foot. Whoops. And then we could put these. Unfortunately, these colors don't really go together. But at least the Dinobots are consistent with the coloring. And there is Sinnertwin. I'm not really sure what to do with the feet. We could put them up like that. I think we're just going to keep them like that. There you go. There's one side. There's the head. There. And there he is as a foot. Now, and then of course, have these new ankle joints where you got some good posability. Now, for the arm, we'll just push the combiner peg there. Unhook the arms and get them out of the way. Now this is where you've got to separate this. So what we're going to do is try to split this out. We got to move these out of the way. Flip. We got to open these up. This is the hardest part with these guys. There, open that one up. Open that one up. And then we got to pull the legs down. Pull the legs down just like you're transforming it in. Whoops. And this little piece I did wrong. You know what? Where does this little piece go? There. I'll have to figure that out later. Where is that piece now? No, I guess you really, and then you just want to pull these back. Oh, and the combiner peg, this little piece right here, you've got to slide this out, then fold this in, and you got tabs and slots. Then you got another tab and slot. That does that. Tab and slot the leg together. Pull the two tails back. These, what you can do is just fold in there. That goes in there. Whoops, sorry about the camera. Now the arms. So now what you want to do the arms is you want to take the arms and move them up till they lock in there. Move them up. Whoops. Till they lock in there. Now, you want to rotate them around. And what's going to happen is this hole right there, this is going to fill in that little slot. Right. And there we go. Again, rotate. Bend these up. And these go. It wasn't this hole right here, it's this little groove right there. So you just want to rest that into that little groove right there, and your arm is almost done. Then we get the combiner port. We can pull out the fingers, make it either a right or left thumb. And there you have that new peg like Snarl does. You put that in there. Alright, and there is the one arm. Let's see, we'll rotate it this way. And now he can lift his arm like this. Or, if we rotate it the other way, you don't get much of a bend, but he could... here. Let's do it this way. And we'll turn the arm. And now he's that arm. And he does almost a 90-degree bend. And that is the other arm. So, everything's mostly a little locked in. I kind of like it like this, where you can move it like that. But if you want to turn around, the good thing about these Combiner Wars is they're very versatile. You can keep it like that. So you got that, either one, or that. And this figure, he will bend either way, unlike some of the other ones have a preferred bend either right or left. And then to get back to robot mode, you just want to separate the legs like so. Pull down the combiner port. Let's see. Unattach that. Flip the hand over. Pull the hand out. Straighten that out and rotate it. Again, rotate it. Pull this down. Pull the hand out. Pull this back, flip out the head. Oops, there you go. You can snap that in. Close this up. And now you can either do it like that or you can put these heads down. Now I'm back to Sinnertwin. Arms are up okay. Everything is fine. And now Sinnertwin is back to his robot mode. So we did robot to beast to leg to arm. So the leg modes basically are in beast modes, and then the arm modes are in robot mode with a few minor tweaks. So there you have Sinnertwin, the Terrorcon. And what we're going to do now is we're going to do an Abominus video pretty soon. So you'll have all the Terrorcons forming Abominus that will go with my Volcanicus review that I've also got. So please check out my channel. Check out my Power of the Primes playlist. I got Transformers. We have DC. We do Marvel figures. We do Legos. I do movie reviews. We do it all. So check out the channel. Subscribe, like, hit that notification button so you can see when I post new videos. And this is Rodimus Bill saying till all are one. Till all are one. You better not swin or sin, because I'm Sinnertwin. Rodimus Bill out.